Focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. But here's the thing. Most people don't realize how powerful their focus can be. They let distractions take over, and before they know it, their mental strength starts to fade. So today, let's talk about how you can amplify your focus to build greater mental strength. Because when you can focus, you can achieve anything. First, let's break it down. What is focus really? Focus is the ability to direct your attention to one thing completely without letting your mind wander. It's about being present in the moment, fully engaged in what you're doing. But here's the catch. Our brains aren't wired to focus for long periods. They're designed to scan for new information, to look for threats, to keep us safe. That's why staying focused feels so hard sometimes. But with the right strategies, you can train your brain to focus better. Let's start with the basics. Your environment matters. If you're trying to focus in a chaotic space, it's going to be 10 times harder. So create a space that supports your focus. Clear the clutter, turn off notifications, and eliminate distractions. It's not just about willpower, it's about setting yourself up for success. Now let's talk about your mind. Your thoughts can either help you focus or pull you away from it. Ever noticed how your mind starts to wander when you're doing something boring or repetitive? That's because your brain is looking for something more stimulating. But here's the trick. You can make anything more engaging by connecting it to a bigger purpose. Ask yourself, why is this important to me? When you tie your task to a meaningful goal, your focus naturally improves. Another key to amplifying your focus is managing your energy. You can't focus if you're tired, hungry, or stressed. So take care of your body, get enough sleep, eat nutritious food, and move your body regularly. Exercise, in particular, is a game changer for focus. It boosts blood flow to your brain, improves your mood, and helps you think more clearly. Now let's dive deeper into the mental side of things. One of the biggest obstacles to focus is multitasking. I know. It feels like you're getting more done when you juggle multiple things at once. But the truth is, multitasking is a myth. Your brain can't focus on two things at the same time. What it's really doing is switching back and forth, and that switching comes at a cost. It drains your mental energy and makes you less efficient. So if you want to amplify your focus, start by doing one thing at a time. Another powerful tool for focus is mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment without judgment. It's about noticing when your mind starts to wander and gently bringing it back to the task at hand. You can practice mindfulness in small ways throughout your day. For example, when you're eating, really pay attention to the taste and texture of your food. When you're walking, notice the sensations in your body. These small moments of mindfulness train your brain to stay focused. Let's also talk about the role of goals in focus. When you have a clear goal, it's easier to stay focused because you know exactly what you're working toward. But here's the thing, your goal needs to be specific and meaningful. I want to be successful is too vague. Instead, try something like, I want to complete this project by Friday so I can move on to the next step in my career. When your goal is clear, your focus sharpens. Now let's address the elephant in the room, distractions. We live in a world full of them. Social media, emails, notifications, they're all designed to grab your attention. But here's the thing, you don't have to let them control you. You can take back control by setting boundaries. For example, designate specific times to check your phone or email. Turn off notifications when you're working on something important. And if you find yourself getting distracted, don't beat yourself up. Just notice it and gently bring your focus back to what you're doing. Another way to amplify your focus is to break your tasks into smaller chunks. Big tasks can feel overwhelming, and when you're overwhelmed, it's hard to focus. But when you break a task into smaller, manageable steps, it becomes easier to stay on track. For example, if you're working on a big project, start by outlining the steps you need to take. Then focus on completing one step at a time. This approach not only improves your focus, but also gives you a sense of progress, which is incredibly motivating. Let's also talk about the power of routines. When you have a routine, you don't have to waste mental energy deciding what to do next. You already know. This frees up your brain to focus on the task at hand. So create a daily routine that supports your goals. For example, if you're a morning person, use that time to tackle your most important tasks. If you're more productive in the afternoon, schedule your focus work for then. The key is to work with your natural rhythms, not against them. Finally, let's talk about the importance of rest. You can't focus if you're burned out. Your brain needs downtime to recharge. So make sure you're taking regular breaks throughout the day. And don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. When you're well rested, your focus is sharper, your mood is better, and your mental strength is stronger. So there you have it. Amplifying your focus for greater mental strength isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about creating the right environment, managing your energy, and training your brain to stay present. It's about setting clear goals, breaking tasks into smaller steps, and taking care of yourself. And most importantly, it's about being kind to yourself when you get distracted. Because focus is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. Remember, you have the power to amplify your focus. You have the power to build greater mental strength. And when you do, there's nothing you can't achieve. So start small, stay consistent, and watch your focus and your success grow.